All right, what's up, y'all? We're here to bring you a very important update in with Vechain. We got Messin here. What's up, man?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
So, like I was telling you earlier, I think we're very clearly in a wedge, and we're likely to see us, in my opinion, what could be a substantial breakout pretty soon here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
like,
agree.
yeah, if we look at my screen here, we're in this wedge, and our apex maybe has 2 days, 2.5 days left in it.
Right.
The longer we move sideways, the less likely we are to remain within this wedge, and the more likely we are to see a breakout here. So, like within the next 2-ish days here, we're likely to see a pretty big move with VeChain.
Definitely. Definitely. It's
Yeah.
pretty clear the way we're reacting, what we're reacting to at the moment, in terms of what supports and resistance levels we got, and it's clear it's in a wedge. And at the moment, it looks like we are bullish. You have a lot of push upwards, and we're constantly having higher lows as we move forward.
Yeah, and I think something real quick I just thought of to kind of gauge whether we break out up or not is looking at the 1 hour here. If we break above resistance here on the other side, that could be a sign that we are to break up. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I can see it's still going down a bit to touch the bottom side,
Exactly.
but it
Yeah. Yeah.
depends on what happens with Bitcoin too. I think all
Bitcoin.
all all coins are um, kind of forming the same wedge at the moment. So
That's a very good point. Bitcoin and Ethereum. So honestly, guys, we need to keep our eye out for
so it's
Bitcoin and
really
Ethereum
yeah.
because they affect the rest of the market. Now, there's also some pretty big news in terms of partnerships that
And,
VeChain has had. I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit with
oh, yeah,
with the with the COVID stuff.
yeah. I think one of the oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, bud.
Yeah.
That's what we always try to find first because you'll find a lot of fluff and a lot of good news, that can help some of those coins actually progress and gain more exposure and all that. But some coins specifically like VeChain as a project has a lot of projects and partnerships, and not just partnerships, actual projects that are in process right now that are just painting that picture about what VeChain can play in the market. And one of the biggest things right now, it's based in China. For the most part, that's where its market is, and we know China is the biggest global import and export country in the world, and I think it's actually providing a lot of value in terms of their trading and all that. But for the most part, right now, last month, VeChain was assisting, just like this is on their website, but it's just assisting in terms of infection risk management for their. So they have this yearly expo, which is Chinese International Import Expo. A lot of people actually head there for meetings and all that, but it's actually for them to follow proper regulations and actually make that happen in person. They're actually utilizing the VeChain network to assess hotels and see from a regulation standpoint if they're actually following the proper procedures and in terms of COVID risk management. And now, right now, for example, for this Intercontinental Shanghai hotel, you can actually go scan this QR code and see their report. It's actually on the blockchain, and that's tracked and properly logged, and it's helping out these now I guess specifically this hotel and other hotels, but it's helping out companies properly gain their investors' trust if they're actually following the proper COVID regulations and risk management protocols.
Yeah.
So it's pretty big. This
Oh,
is this is something huge.
this is huge. And look, VeChain's purpose, for those who don't know, it helps to improve and track supply chains and just track things in general. And it seems like every day VeChain is getting some new massive partnership. In my opinion, we're on the cusp of a bull run with Bitcoin, Ethereum that's bound to last the majority of 2021, and something like VeChain that has like a very good use case, constantly has growing partnerships. I don't know. In my opinion, I'm very optimistic on it long term, but that's just my personal opinion. As
Oh yeah.
well, yeah, yeah, But we can also mention they also have another partnership happened pretty recently with No Seafood to basically track the production of seafood and all this good stuff here. We can see the article here. Basically they're using VeChain to track the catching of fish all the way to the delivery of fish. It's like a direct to consumer delivery with no seafood. So yeah, this is just one other partnership.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Something else too, even in terms of those expos they have yearly. Last year, VeChain along with DNVGL actually announced Food Gates, which is just a cross-continental logistics and trade solution powered by VeChain. That's all in the article. If anybody wants to read it, we'll just post the article in the description. But saying here, which saw President Jinping of China and President of France Emmanuel Macron enjoying premium beef tracked on the VeChain Thor blockchain. Now I know this is a bit more surface level, but it's just giving you a feel and a sense of the type of connections the team at VeChain actually has and what kind of exposure they have to the market. The fact that you have president of China and France actually enjoying food that was actually tracked and logged on the VeChain Thor network. So that's pretty big in terms of what those big countries are seeing in terms of what the value of VeChain is and what it provides.
yeah. Look, that's a great point. And ultimately, the point here is VeChain is constantly getting more and more partnerships. It's constantly growing its use case, and it's very likely to continue to do so all throughout the course of this next bull run. So, VeChain is one of
Oh yeah,
my longest one of my biggest long term bag holds. And man, I
oh
think
yeah,
VeChain
oh
could be
yeah.
huge.
It's literally bridging that because that's what I'm saying. Like, in the food market, and fish and tracking fish, and then next thing you see, like, oh, they're helping with COVID infection risk management, and then you have, oh, they even had a partnership in 2019 or 2017, I'm not sure, with Walmart China, and they actually
Yeah,
applied
yeah.
on almost 23 different products to track and log it. So it's the avenues they can take are a lot. So it's just something nice to see here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's pretty much all my thoughts for the moment. And we got new partnerships all
Right.
the time with VeChain, and we're near an apex, so we need to keep our eye out on VeChain closely because whatever we break out, we're likely to do so explosively. And as well, keep an eye out for Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're likely to lead the rest of the market.
Definitely.
Yeah. So now, guys, before we wrap up completely here, I'd like to take the opportunity to mention we're now partnered with Ledger. I recently got myself a Ledger. It's one of the safest ways to store your crypto. There's plenty of free ways, but if you do want to get a Ledger, I invite you to check out the link down in the description below. We get a kickback if you use it. As well, crypto.com, we're partnered with crypto.com. They have AI fueled price predictions and portfolio suggestions. I've used it before. In my opinion, it's a great
Token
tool.
metrics, you mean?
Yeah, token metrics as well. Yeah. Did I not say that?
You said crypto.com.
I
It's
meant
all good.
token metrics.
It's a long day. It's
It's a
all
lot,
good.
guys. I haven't had my coffee in me yet, but yeah, no,
Oh yeah,
that's it. Check it out. Link down in the description below, guys. Our Discord as well. We talk crypto. We post, news and our trades, stuff like that. So check out our Discord down in the description below. That's it for me, man. I don't know if you got any last words.
yes, sir. That's it.
All
Have
right,
a
y'all.
nice day.
Please like and subscribe. That's it.